Yo, what up? It's Bats. Thanks for coming to the channel for another Legends of Runeterra video. In this one, we're going to be talking about keywords and abilities for all the new players getting into the game. If you find this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe so you can see more of the videos. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know whatever it is you want to say. And with that said, let's jump into the good stuff. Your units are the warriors who will be performing combat on the battlefield. They each have unique abilities that can turn the tide of battle if used correctly. A card's keywords will either be highlighted in yellow or it'll have a special little emblem. So the first one we have, Allegiance. Allegiance offers you a bonus if the next card in your deck is of the same region. Of course, Allegiance cards are especially valuable in single region decks, as you're always sure that the effect will trigger. Attack. Attack effects trigger when the unit in question is attacking. Note that this occurs before the attack takes place, so any triggering of this resolves before damage is dealt. Attune. When I'm summoned, refill 1 spell mana. This is a small effect that can enable you to squeeze a whole lot more value into a turn or fill your spell mana for later on. Barrier. When you give an ally barrier, it is protected from the next bout of damage it takes, similar to Divine Shield, keywords, and Hearthstone. This is especially useful for keeping friendly units alive, and it helps you swing tempo in your direction when combined with Challenger. Capture. When a card is captured, it is removed from the game completely, and returns once the unit that captured it leaves play. Captured units can't be interacted with by either player. Can't block. Does what it says in the text. Friendly units that can't block can't be used to block enemy units' attacks. Challenger. This ability allows units to choose which enemy is going to be blocking it, when usually your foe would make that decision. This is great for when you're trying to make valuable trades. It functions similar to Rush in Hearthstone, as you're able to choose a unit the opponent would probably not have chosen. Obliterate. This keyword ensures that cards are totally removed from the game. Anything that's obliterated can't trigger Last Breath and can't be revived. This is great against any Shadow Isles deck which thrive off Last Breath synergies, and it can totally disrupt the enemy's big play if it hinges on a clutch revive. Deep. Your deck is deep when you're down to your last 15 cards. Sea monsters will get a +3/+3 when you're deep into your deck, allowing for some brutal finishes if you can get to that point in the game. Double attack. It's like quick attack but better. The units strike both before and at the same time as its blocker, meaning you'll be able to take down some massive foes with this valuable trades. Drain. Works similar to Lifesteal in that the damage dealt is used to heal your nexus. Usually the Drain keyword refers to spells rather than units. Elusive. Units with Elusive are only able to be blocked by other units with Elusive. It works a bit like flying creatures in Magic the Gathering. Enlightened. You become enlightened when you've hit 10 maximum mana. Cards with this keyword fit into control decks, trying to hang about until the late game. Ephemeral. Ephemeral units die at the end of each round or after they've struck an enemy. Useful in aggressive decks. Fearsome. Fearsome units can only be blocked by enemies with 3 power or more. This can be a great way to force unfavorable trades for your enemy, as well as sometimes pushing nexus damage when your foe is unable to find a 3+ power unit. Fleeting. Fleeting cards are discarded at the end of each round if they are not used. Usually this keyword is held by cheap spells generated by units. Frostbite. Frostbite sets a unit's power to 0 for the round. This can be used alongside many powerful synergies, including using Challenger for cleaning strong enemy units and forcing your opponent to make tough decisions. Last Breath. Last Breath works like Death Rattle in Hearthstone. The effect occurs upon the unit's death, and it is most commonly found in Shadow Isle cards. Lifesteal. Damage dealt by a Lifesteal unit heals your Nexus. It's the same as Lifesteal in Hearthstone. Nexus Strike. These effects trigger when a unit strikes the enemy Nexus. Easily blockable but often powerful effects, made stronger combined with keywords like Elusive, which make the Nexus hit more likely. Overwhelm. Excess damage you deal to a blocker is dealt to the enemy's nexus. Play. These abilities trigger when you play a card from your hand. This can range from card generation to enemy disruption. It's similar to Battle Cry and Hearthstone. Plunder. A card triggers its plunder ability if you play it after you've already hit the enemy nexus in the round. Quick Attack. Quick Attack allows your units to deal its damage to the enemy before enemy damage is dealt to you. This means if you kill the foe, your unit will survive without taking any damage. Rally. If you summon a unit or cast a spell with Rally, you'll generate an attack token. An attack token dictates when you can attack the enemy. Recall. Recalled units are returned to the player's hand. This can be useful to disrupt the opponent's tempo or to regain value in hand, meaning you've got a lot of decisions to make when using this keyword. Regeneration. A nice tanky ability. Units with regeneration heal fully at the start of each round, meaning they'll be able to get a whole lot of value trades in if they survive each hit. Scout. The first time only scout units attack. Ready your attack. You basically get an extra attack token when you hit with only your scout units first, allowing a whole board to follow up for bigger damage. Skill. A skill is an ability that can be responded to by an enemy, similar to a spell tied to the unit. Strike. Strike effects occur when a unit deals damage. If a unit doesn't deal damage with an attack, the strike effect does not trigger. Stun. An enemy unit that is stunned cannot attack or block for the rest of the turn. Support. A support effect is given to the unit to the right of the supporting unit when attacking. Toss. This is the main way to get deep into your deck. Toss gets rid of a number of non-champion cards from the bottom of your deck, bringing you even closer to deep. Tough. Tough units receive 1 fewer damage from all sources, be it units or spells. Tough units are hard to kill and can drain enemy resources if they're not careful. Trap. Traps attach to another card within the deck. When the card it's attached to is drawn, the effect goes off. Vulnerable. Vulnerable makes a unit susceptible to be challenged by an enemy, even if the foe doesn't have challenger. Fury. When a unit with Fury kills another unit, it's granted a +1/+1. Spell Shield. Spell Shield negates the next spell or skill that would affect the card. Daybreak. A bonus is applied if it's the first card played in a round. Nightfall. A bonus is applied if it's not the first card played in a round. Remember, any highlighted text in the game can be clicked or hovered for more in-game description. I know time is valuable, so I want to say thank you if you made it this far in the video. In the next one, I'll be starting to show off specific deck builds that I like to use. As always, leave a like if you see fit, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment if you got something to say.